Good evening and welcome to the Top Shelf News, where we show the freshest of news on the Mirelands broadcast throughout the Great Library. I'm the camera aperture, bringing the news to you behind my anime Rambot avatar. Thank you for joining us tonight. After nearly 4 years of conflict, the war between the New Horizons monarchy and the Historian Empire is now over. Soon after the capture of the Historian port of Trust by the New Horizons monarchy, the Historian Empire called for peace negotiations with their opponent. The treaty was signed by both parties, finally ending the Rodondel War for now. According to the treaty, the war is to end with a white peace, where no side gains anything. Moreover, Trust is returned to Historia and a non-aggression pact is signed by both parties. Queen Alexandra claimed that the latter pact is made out of respect, not fear. However, even as the peace treaty was signed, only one New Horizons squadron returned to the Limisery, leaving the others staying in Trust. The intention behind this move is still yet to be known as of now. In our next news today, an Avum Empire's air fleet was defeated by the Cordic Remnant forces. Upon arriving at the Mirelands at the 4th turn, Avum Empire moved part of its air fleet to engage what's left of the Cordic Autonomous Empire's ground forces, which the Librarians placed a bounty on. Sources claim that TDF and TF West were deployed for the mission. Eyewitnesses and Librarian camera feeds showed a fierce battle between both sides. However, while 2 Cordic tanks were destroyed in the end, the Avum air fleet was severely damaged and was forced to retreat. Eyewitnesses also claimed that a single escape pod was spotted ejecting out from the flagship, the HMAS Indefinite Wrath. After the battle, General Arcus of the Cordic Remnant forces broadcasted an announcement claiming that his forces have captured the Iron Admiral, the Empire's head of state, and is holding him as a ransom. KRF gave Avum 2 choices: abandon all efforts to pursue them and allow them to leave to Obscurus continent in exchange for releasing the Iron Admiral, or allow the KRF into the Avum Empire's regular army in exchange for protection. So far, all communications were ignored by Avum. Librarian satellite images show that the KRF forces have split into 2 and are moving to separate directions. One force is headed to New Horizons monarchy territory, while the other is headed north towards Historian territories. Experts suggest that the KRF has emboldened after winning the previous battle. Continuing on our bounty hunt news, the Entrax air fleet has engaged the Unknown fleet and was forced to retreat. Earlier at the start of the 5th turn, the Entrax Task Force Bastion moved to engage the Unknown fleet, which has raided a Prophosian village in the previous turn. During the battle, 2 of the bounty ships were sunk, but the Entrax air fleet was forced to retreat after 3 of the airships were critically damaged by a laser cruiser. Librarian sources state that the laser cruiser's weapons were damaged following the battle and may affect its combat capability should another faction send a force to finish it off. In response to the battle, the Wraithcrest Syndicate has sent their sympathies to the Entrax Confederacy and praised their efforts to protect the common folk. They've claimed that they will finish off the Unknown fleet in the Entrax's stead. In our other news, the former Rodura Saxum city of New Mulmain was razed after 2 turns of Alternian occupation. New Mulmain, a city founded by Rodura Saxum, has been under New Alternian Resurgency's occupation since the start of the 4th turn. At the start of the 6th turn, however, the city was completely demolished. Rodura Saxum expressed their condemnation against the Alternians for the razing, claiming that the destruction of New Mulmain was a genocide and its residents were shipped to ghettos. The announcement denounced the NAR multiple times as well, putting the Mulmain proclamation into question. On the other side of the war, the Entrax Confederacy has announced a diplomatic visit to New Alternian Resurgency over the concerns of the treatment of POWs and displaced citizens after the razing of New Mulmain. Entrax will be sending an ambassador to discuss the matter with NAR officials. In response to the Entrax's announcement, the New Alternian Resurgency responded by claiming that they are willing to welcome the delegation, but added that respite is currently under lockdown. They have instead suggested the meeting to happen in Yardres, a new port established recently. In our other news, the Pohang city-state has renamed itself into the Imperium of the Marines. During the latter days of the 6th turn, Sergeant Huang Genchal, the stratocratic leader of Pohang city-state, has announced the converting of the nation into the Imperium of Marines. Huang has additionally crowned himself as the Emperor of this new state. In our last news today, another unknown vessel has been unexpectedly summoned into the Mirelands. Even after the introduction of the Unknown fleet during the 2nd turn, the Librarians have been testing their multiverse portal technology without any change of pace. But during the middle of the 6th turn, a portal unexpectedly summoned what appeared to be a battle cruiser. The first images of the ship showed it opening fire on civilian vessels that happened to be near the portal. The librarians have placed a bounty on the ship for the Outworlders to deal with, as High Scarbellarians claim that they wish to not interfere with the happenings beyond what they are currently doing. The battlecruiser was last spotted headed northwest, towards the southern waters of Severus. Its intentions are unknown as of now, although there is a chance it may interfere with the war happening on the continent at the moment. We will be following the stories as they progress. Updates of the situation will be continuing to the Top Shelf News' official Lives Network other social media platforms. And that's all for tonight. For everyone at the Newsbin, my name is the Camera Avatar. Have a safe night.